How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be doing another quick fix video on my 2003 Saab 9.3, specifically replacing the cabin air filter. These are things that a lot of people can just forget about and forget to replace. I've heard some people do it as frequently as like every other oil change. They're not too expensive. They're only like $15 or $20 on Saab parts. So it's something that, you know, doesn't necessarily need to be done every other oil change, but something that if you haven't ever done it on your car, you might want to look at it and get a new one, because chances are it could be pretty dirty. But this is a process that shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Ignoring the terrible paint on my fender, you're going to come over here to the passenger side of the car, and there should be a little like push screw right here. To remove that, you're going to push in the middle, and you should be able to pull out around the sides, and it'll just come right out. But mine is missing, so that's convenient. After that, we're going to go ahead and remove this, and then we're going to pull back this weather strip. Don't need to pull it the whole way off, but just far enough so we can get this covering off. And go ahead, lift this off, lift this next layer off as well, and then if you look in there, you can see your old cabin air filter. So mine clearly has a lot of leaves built up in there, which can kind of clog the flow of air if it gets too bad. Mine's, you know, not too bad, not too horrible, but at least, at the very least, I'd recommend that you probably vacuum this out if you're not going to change out the filter. To remove the filter, there's just two little tabs right here that just kind of come off and they flip up. Same one on the other side, and then you can kind of just pull your old filter out, and a big wave of dust just came off with that, so that's nice. If you look under the light, you can see all the stuff that is just clogging that up. So that was actually much worse than I thought it was. This was replaced when I bought the car about 3 years ago, 4 years ago actually, so it's clearly time to probably replace this. So let's go ahead, throw that straight in the trash. Now on your new air filter, there should be arrows that are letting you know what direction you need to install it on. This one, however, does not have any arrows, so I'm just going to put it in the same direction that the old one came out, and it should be fine. So the old one had this little flap. This was facing forward, so this one also has this little flap facing the same direction forward, so that's the way I'm going to install it. Just for consistency, I guess, because that's really the only thing that's similar between the two. But before I do that, I'm actually going to vacuum out in there with the vacuum just to get all the extra leaves and everything out. With that all vacuumed out, we can go ahead and slide our new air filter in. It's probably going to be a relatively tight fit, so it might take a little bit of wiggling to get it in properly. So obviously with cuts, that took me probably about 45 seconds to do. Not too bad. The filter just likes to bend and flex a lot, so you got to kind of be wary of that, I guess. But there you have it, new filter is in. So now we can go ahead, drop this back down, drop this back down. There are some clips under here that you might need to press back in. I just kind of talked over it, but there we go. You can hear it kind of clip in there. And of course after that, put your weather stripping back on. Pretty simple. Put your little foam piece back on, which sometimes it's stuck on there, sometimes it's already fallen off. Put your screw that shouldn't be missing back in, and you're all done. So there you have it, guys. That is the quick and easy how to replace cabin air filter on a new generation 2003 or newer Saab 9.3. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'll see you all next time.